gonna do is I'm gonna combine my ingredients. So I'm gonna get a
Mixing bowl.
medium-sized bowl,
Oh.
and I need a 1/4 of a cup of butter, which is 1/2 of a stick. So I'm using margarine today.
What's the difference between margarine and butter?
Butter comes from cow's milk, so it's from an animal. Margarine is more like a vegetable oil, like a corn oil. So it doesn't have cholesterol because only foods that come from an animal have cholesterol. So some people like it for that benefit for their heart health. But the flavor of butter comes straight from a cow.
It's probably better for me because I'm pretty much.
Butter has better, more natural flavor, but it's more expensive and it's got more cholesterol.
So there's no dairy in it?
Are you filming that?
I am. Hi guys. Now I set my margarine out at about noon on the counter so that it would be softened because I didn't want to have to sit here and beat like the hard butter right out of the fridge. Now to this I'm going to add a 1/4 of a cup of white sugar. So I'm going to use my dry measuring ingredient, or excuse me, my dry measuring cup for my 1/4 of a cup of white sugar. And I need a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Let's do this 4 times because this is a 1/4 of a teaspoon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And a pinch of salt, which is about 1/2 of a 4th, because I don't want to put my fingers into the salt. So now I'm gonna take a rubber scraper and I'm gonna combine these ingredients together, almost to make like a butter cinnamon sugar paste. Tear it in half, and again, if you need help, let me know because I can help you tear it in half. And we're gonna put it on our baking sheet, just like this. Notice when you tear the parchment paper in half, it fits just right. Now I'm gonna take 4 pieces of bread. Now on each of these slices, I'm gonna spread this mixture across the bread all the way to the crust. Now, the very next step is where it starts to get good. We're gonna put it in our preheated oven for about 10 minutes. Then, after my 10-minute timer goes off, let's get this started. Timer. After my timer goes off, I'm going to turn it from bake to broil for about a minute or 2. What that's going to do is it's going to allow that topping to get bubbly and kind of almost a little bit crunchy, but not crunchy, like, I don't know, just deliciousness. So what I want you to do is in your groups, get your lab plan filled out for tomorrow for this recipe.
Yeah, the door.
All right, so my 10 minutes is up. What I'm gonna do is turn my oven off and restart it. I'm gonna hit broil, start, and then set my timer for about 2 minutes. Let me straighten that camera. And I'm gonna crack the oven door just so that I can keep an eye on it and it doesn't get overly hot. Now when I look in here, I can see the butter and the cinnamon and sugar kind of bubbling up just a little bit. You want to make sure when you're broiling that your pan is on the top oven rack because you want it close to the surface of the oven, the top of the oven, because that's where the heat is coming from, is those coils on the broiler part of the oven, which is the top. So again, like I said before, think of it like a reverse grill, okay? Now when you do your lab tomorrow, let's try to keep on task. Make sure everybody's pulling their weight. Make sure you don't wash your cinnamon buttery dishes in cold, not soapy water because they won't get clean. You're gonna need hot, sudsy water in order to get that greasy butter off your bowl and rubber scraper. Yes, Morgan?
Are you putting the dishes away or
Just leave them out again. I need to inspect them before you put your dishes away. How many people are in our class today?
17?
17. mean? So if I have 4 pieces of bread, how many pieces do I need to make each slice? I have 4 pieces of bread.
Eat 5.
That will give me 20 slices. Very good. I can't find a pizza cutter, so I'm going to use a shears.
What?
This, boys and girls, is how you make cinnamon sugar toast.
I can smell